I think this is the second one most important because data governance is very important in most of the data projects. Okay, data, how does it work? I'm going to switch very quick to the PPT to show the summary of how does it work. The line, 1 minute, 1 minute. Here, this is important. Data governance has many phases. So how does Huawei Cloud work with the data governance? Basically, it's one platform. I mean, this is a platform that can handle the different phases about data governance. So if we're talking about data governance for security, there is a module for security. If you want to know about data governance, about the data quality, there is a module for quality. If you want to say data governance for ETLs, data processing, and tags, there is a data factory module. So how does DataArts work? Basically with modules. So there is different module focused on different parts of the data governance idea. So for example, this is also important. Which version of or which modules are available in DataArts? It depends on the package that you buy. So for example, I'm going to switch to here. Very, very quick. You go to directly to the documentation of the DataArts, you will see the packages and what is the difference between the starter version and the enterprise version and professional version. So here in service overview, the versions, these parts, you will see the difference very, very clear. Here, the starter version, expert version, and enterprise version. So we have three different versions of the DataArts. I mean, we have three different packages for data governance. What is the difference? Basically, this is the summary of the difference. The starter version is very basic. Basically, it works for data migration and data factory. I mean, the starter version basically is for data processing. The other capabilities about the data governance in general are available from expert version and enterprise version. So the most advanced versions has available the data quality, the data catalog, data service, and data security. So this is the difference between the different versions. Starter basically is for ETLs, for data factory, basically. Expert version has almost all the modules available. Some of them are limited, but in general they are available, and the enterprise version is available everything. Data service, data catalog, data quality, data architecture. For example, this data architecture is only available for for the enterprise package. So I think this is important. What is the difference of the DataArts package? Basically, what they can use. Starter version, data processing, data factory. Other versions, most of the functionalities are available. So going back to the console, for example, that also is important. If you want to increase something, let me switch again. Here. When we're talking, for example, data factory, all of the version only can support like 5,000 jobs per day. So you have more process like I don't know 7,000 or more. You want to execute more jobs in one day, you can buy an extra package that is this one in Data Factory. So once you have a basic package purchases, if you already purchased one package and you want more capabilities, you can extend or increase the package. For example, you want to schedule like 20,000 execution per day, you click here and buy this extra package. I don't know how to explain, but I think the idea is clear. The basic version is this one, only 5,000 jobs per day. But if you want to add more functionalities or more computing power, you can increase in these parts. So it's important, and it's for everything. For example, data catalog, if you want to have the catalog or more assets, you can increase the package in the same console. So that's important because if you want customer ask you how many, for example, data sets for data catalog, the expert version only can support 500. But if you want to manage more data in the data catalog, you can increase the package in this section. So this is the basic functionality, but they can increase in any moment. Okay, this is a preview about the sales of how they work. now let's go to how does it work because only 15 minutes remaining for this session. Okay, as we said, we have different modules. I think the most important is about data factory because once you have your ETLs or your data processing in this part, in the data factory or the data art, all the other modules will be very easy to use. And and that's what is a good practice to centralize this ETL development or the data processing in just one platform. Something important also. DataArts is not mandatory for data for Huawei Cloud. So you know Huawei Cloud is open to open source technology. So if one customer say, I don't want to use your DataArts, they can use other tools that are compatible with Huawei Cloud. For example, if they already have some development using Airflow that is using Python open source, they can integrate Airflow jobs to Huawei Cloud. So this is important because if one customer say I don't want to use Data, no problem. We still have opportunities with the core services like data warehouse, MapReduce, DLI, other services, no the data governance. And also this is important because it means that we are not a closed version of our technologies. We are open to other technologies.